I believe we are in the final week of 2023. It just kind of snuck up on us, right?
It really did, yeah. But, New Year's is going to be pretty easy, pretty smooth sailing into the new year weather-wise because there are no big storms coming our way. You probably noticed, depending on where you live, that east wind picking up. And since we're talking about whale watching along the Oregon coast, a little bit rough for whale watching or any kind of ocean watching on the southern Oregon coast tomorrow through Thursday. There's a high surf warning down that way because of the big swells that will be battering the beaches down around Bandon and Brookings and Point South. So be aware of that. And the northern Oregon coast, while we're not under a high surf warning, still some big waves and the sneaker wave threat has been very real for the last couple of days. We've got wind warnings over in the LeGrand area and then down in Lake County and eastern Klamath counties, and then wind advisories in the other valleys of southwest Oregon, but no warnings here in the northwestern part of the state. Since we're in coastal mode, 49 degrees at Newport, and there's no wind to speak of there right now, but there sure is in Portland. East winds at the airport of 25 miles an hour. And if we look at the winds around town, 25, as I mentioned, at the Portland airport, about 23, 24 Troutdale, but the gusts have been big. We've had gusts of 30 miles an hour in the West Hills over at the Portland airport, then 40 miles an hour around the Glen Jackson Bridge, and a gust at Crown Point tonight of 71 miles an hour. So those east winds have picked up. They extend offshore, but it's a short-lived burst of strengthening east winds. They're going to begin to back off tomorrow as this next front moves onshore. Now, the other thing happening tonight, well, you wouldn't know it with the cloud cover, we've got a full moon. Yes, indeed, it is the full cold moon, which is covered by our bug right there, the KGW banner. I don't know if we can get rid of that, but it's the cold moon. Thank you very much. Cold moon in December. The next full moon is the wolf moon in January on the 25th. So called because, and this is by the Native American folks, different nations have named these, so called because obviously it is the cold month. It's also called by the Mohican folks the long night moon. I love these descriptive names. And then the Cree Nation called it the night of exploding trees moon because of frost exploding trees in their neck of the woods. So there you go. All you wanted to know about the full moon tonight, which we cannot see. But we got rain rolling on through. There's not a lot of it. We picked up a few hundredths of an inch since midnight last night. It's been a very wet month, though. We're over 8 inches for the month of December, so we'll finish it well above average, so no worries on that front. 48 our high today. We were cooler than the southern part of the valley because of the east wind, but notice the source region here in the 40s, so it's not super cold there coming out of the gorge, but just a little bit cooler than the rest of the valley. Mid-50s on the southern Oregon coast. And in fact, it's been a warm month. Look at this. Basically, each one of these bars represents above average temperatures or below average temperatures for the day in Portland. And we've largely been above average for most of the month. This is likely going to be the warmest December on record here in Portland. We'll let you know in a few days, right? Okay, this weather system isn't really going to do anything to cool us off. The cloud cover keeping us warm tonight. It's also not going to bring us a lot of rain because the bulk of the stormy weather with this will stay offshore. So we get just sort of the edge of rain, the strongest winds offshore, the heaviest rain offshore. We'll get some rain tomorrow, maybe a few showers on Thursday, but that's pretty much it until Saturday when the next system approaches and brings us light rain again. All told, maybe half an inch or so in the valleys by the time we roll into next week. Now, as we look beyond the immediate and into later next week, first of all, this is New Year's Eve. We get high pressure building in for New Year's Day, so it should be good. This weather system may promise a little bit cooler weather, but I just don't see the pattern shifting to a really active one for us. So it would bring a lot of mountain snow. Not yet, so we're going to have to keep waiting on that. Freezing level at 9,400 feet, still super high for this time of the year. Okay, showers tonight. Rain will turn to showers tomorrow, and the east winds will back off. We'll have some gusts of 35 miles an hour on the east side of town early, but then the winds will die down. Look at the 55 on Thursday. Friday also dry. We get showers on Saturday, and then Sunday, Monday, Tuesday as we enter 2024. Also looks dry and relatively warm, David.
Nice way to ring in the new year. Thank you, Matt. Still to come, it may feel like it's way too soon to talk about